to listen to, and that one is actually called Changes. I don't know how old you were when this song was dropped, but Charlie, when we were using our baggy jeans with the big shaders and all of that, with big Timberland, we're breaking to these songs, you know. But of course, it's a Thursday morning, and you can only expect nothing but the best of breakfast on TV, right? Well, we being a sovereign state, that can really happen. I'm talking about the Asante Achim MP that we know has been arrested. I think that happened over the weekend, but it has raised a number of questions. People are asking the US government, is that really allowed? How about the other countries as well? So it raises a number of things that we will take a look at. But aside that, also another big one that happened, I think yesterday, you know him, Abronye DC, he was re-arrested again, and now he's been put in custody for 2 weeks. Let's see what really went on. And aside the fun, or how people are making mockery out of it, it raises bigger issues. The international community, they are talking about it. Were we really prepared for this particular championship? What really happened? And there are other issues about not displaying scoreboard. It looks as if the whole thing is seen well. I think I saw one young girl who recently competed in one of the high school competitions or so. Maybe Godfred will give us all the updates on that. But we have a conversation on that. So 3 things for us to take a look at. Big ones, a lot to deal with. Hopefully we'll activate the phone lines on them for you to join. Precisely the 1 degree Celsius. Quite warm this morning, but it's expected to rise throughout the day to 31 degrees. That's later in the afternoon, around 12 noon. The temperature is likely to rise to 31 degrees Celsius. So it's going to be a bit away. Indoors, once you notice the rain, you know how it happens in Accra. And at least this year, let's reduce the numbers as far as casualties are concerned. Government is trying so hard to ensure that the flood-prone areas, did I say prone? Flood-prone areas are dealt with in the coming days as well. But you as a citizen, you also have a responsibility to play. Please, keep your frontage clean. It's as simple as ABC. Wake up in the morning, even if you can't do it every day. On Saturday morning, gather the boys or your it will get hot. 31 degrees there. That's almost like the Sahelian desert. So, so please wear some light clothes and get a lot of water on standby and drink a lot of water, right? And that's it. That's how I chose to welcome you on board to today's edition of the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Randy Haji. We'll take a breather. When we return, my co-chefs will be seated for that. Okay, but our motivation for the day says that he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Hey, I love this. And this is taken from the Holy Bible, Proverbs 13:20, King James Version. It says that he that walketh with wise men shall be wise. Keep it on. It simply tells you that you need to watch the people in your circles. Who are your friends? Who are your colleagues? Who are your mates? Who are the people you mingle with? Who are the people you talk to? Where do you go? Which group of people are around you? Are they wise? Or are they thinking right? Or is it always about having fun? You stay wise all the time. You stay wise all the time. Basically, that's what Proverbs is telling us this morning. Proverbs 13:20. That's the King James Version, right? And I'll take it again. He says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. We'll take a breather. We'll take a breather. There is more after this.
If you're watching this with your friends,
You'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
Isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
Find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
Find someone.
Well, not too long ago, the great President John Mahama went to the United Nations and spoke for my people of Jamaica and the Caribbean and the Americas and the Caribbean and the Americas. And you said, we are not looking a handout, but recognition of what took place in the transatlantic slave trade. I thank you, my president. I am a child who suffer from this. Chains on my feet, whip in the hand. And tonight I sing a song to go along with the child light carried us through the storms. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations, justice must come, yeah. Africa and the Caribbean as one. Not charity, this is born. Mahama, I give you strength. From Ghana to Zimbabwe, we thank you for holding the way. We say, Mahama, justice must come. Africa and the Caribbean as one. I say from Jamaica right to Accra. Now a new day of justice is born. Play it low. Across the ocean must come. Now a new day of justice come. Now a new day of justice is born. We say, Mahama, justice must come, yeah. Now a new day of justice is born. Reparations.
The issues, the controversies, and I think Oliver Bakavomawo has been speaking on this particular one. Karim is actually an international relation officer or a student, let me put it that way. He knows much more about that. He's going to tell us if indeed there is some sort of breach in there. Does our constitution really protect persons with diplomatic passports when they travel out? Now, I listen to people and they also mentioned that, Charlie, it's likely that one day any of our presidents will travel out of Ghana and then he will be picked up by the international security agencies. It's a conversation. The GMK's number was sent to you, so he sent it. Yeah, so please, you also donate. When we get to that segment, Karim will announce the numbers and then we all pick our phones and do it, just like we've been doing for the last 2 days as well. But that is it. It is what it is. Charlie, a lot is happening. I think Roxin Dapiamepo MP, he also mentioned that. I think Roxin Dapiamepo MP, he also mentioned that it was after he was arrested that he was told that there was actually a warrant for it. Now, the concerns people raise, and I am part of that school of thought. Now, the concerns people raise, and I am part of that school of thought, is that was the Ghanaian authority Was the Ghanaian authority aware? Was our government fully informed? If not, is this something that usually happens? Is it allowed by law? Diplomatic laws here and there, agreements or arrangements? Is that
a member of parliament enjoys some level of immunity from arrest when they are on their way to parliament? If you because the assumption
I think the Constitution Article 165 or 166 permits that.
The assumption is that they are probably going to engage in a vote or engage in a debate and blah blah blah. So before you arrest a member of parliament, you'd have to write officially to the speaker, requesting to pick such a member of parliament up to, as it were, come and assist in investigations. Now these are domestic laws. What we must understand is that domestic laws apply within the country. Once you leave the shores of the country that you find yourself in, those laws do not necessarily apply again. And so you may not enjoy the same immunity, you may not enjoy the same privileges that you would enjoy when you're in your home country, even if you're traveling with a diplomatic passport or a service passport, because those laws are only meant to be enjoyed within your local jurisdiction, that's within your country. And when you travel to another country, those privileges do not extend to those places, except in the case of heads of states and diplomats. Okay, so they are protected by international law, and so.
And in this regard, when you talk about diplomats, which criteria are you referring to?
A diplomat who has been appointed as a diplomat of the country to represent the country in another country.
So like an ambassador?
Yeah, an ambassador, so you're a diplomat. So these are, usually when we talk about diplomats, they are the first people that we would target as diplomats or ambassadors. So those people and heads of state obviously are as it were, protected per international conventions and international.
Yeah, I think the Vienna Convention,
and international law. So they enjoy such privileges, and that's why you cannot arrest a diplomat in another country, even if they sometimes say even if they commit a certain crime, the best is to kick them
back to their country.
And so. Diplomats and heads of state. Now, in the case of the member of parliament, see, I don't want to assume because I don't have the facts, but two things. If it were the case that this arrest was effected, of course, by the Netherlands government as a result of an Interpol alert, okay, then of course it would be a legal arrest. It will be legal in the sense that the Netherlands and the US, we are made to understand, have a very good, extradition agreement, and so if the arrest was, as it were, instituted by, an Interpol alert, or it was an arrest that was, agreed upon between the U.S. government and the Dutch government or the Netherlands government, because of the extradition agreement that they have, then why not? Some people argue that then it's a legal arrest because that person is a wanted person. My concern, and I think where I would also side with Oliver Bakavoma, is the fact that if the US was seeking to arrest a Ghanaian member of parliament, or was looking for a Ghanaian member of parliament to help with investigations into those alleged crimes or offenses, I think it was only fair that the U.S. government reaches out to the Ghanaian government or reaches out to the Ghanaian security apparatus to have such conversations, unless, of course, they have tried and it hasn't, yielded any, fruitful results, and as a result of that, the U.S. government has had to take another approach to be able to deal with such instances. Then, of course, it then would become a conversation that we can have. Concerns are asked about whether a U.S. congressman can be arrested on Ghanaian soil. Should they find themselves
in a similar situation?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But my point is that who are they coming to do romance fraud in Ghana?
Well,
That's on a lighter.
I know, right?
That's on a lighter note. That's on a lighter note. But you see, Randy, whether we like it or not, a lot of these issues when they come up, the dynamics are very interesting. They're very interesting because there's a lot of power play within the international political system. And so you wouldn't want to compare the United States of America to the Republic of Ghana in terms of...
No, we may compare based on the treaties we have signed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You get my point.
That's what I'm saying. You see,
the reason why this comparison is coming is because of what we have seen with this whole Ken Ofori-Atta extradition processes. And then how the US was able to pick people from this country to their side. And we are finding it difficult in bringing somebody from there to this country to answer questions. And that is where the comparison comes in. Is it a matter of fact that if they want, they go ahead and do it? But if the other nations want it, it becomes a problem. And that is why the comparison is coming in. We might not necessarily be comparing equal fruits, but there could be some sort of iota of some reality in there. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That you see the diplomatic, the UN Convention, makes provision for protection for diplomats. Okay, not members of parliament. Of course, like I mentioned, out of courtesy, out of diplomatic courtesy, it will only be fair and right that if it's the US that initiated this, of course, the US would write to the government of Ghana, informing them. That's why I'm asking that. Is it the case that the USA tried to engage the Ghanaian government or the Ghanaian parliament on this particular subject and did not get any positive feedback? You understand? If it's the case, then of course we have cause to complain. You know, but if it's also the case that they actually did and did not get any feedback, then hey, I mean it's of no fault of theirs. Then they have to find other avenues to get what they want. That is also usually, as it were, what's the English term? Situated within the confines of the laws of the Vienna Convention. And so it's only unfortunate. Well, these are all matters that have come up. I'm sure once investigations properly start getting into the issues, we will get to the root of it and understand really what the real issues are and what the next steps would be. Parliament has issued a statement confirming that the member of parliament in question has been arrested in the Netherlands at the Schiphol airport. Would wait for, because they've mentioned that they are engaging with the Ghanaian embassy in the Netherlands to get accurate information on the arrest and what it means. And so would wait patiently for that information to come. But of course, it's quite unfortunate. But my point is actually...
And Karim, I mean, the other point again is that it's been days after this arrest. No official communique from the Foreign Affairs Ministry. If you have seen any, fine, but I have not seen any. And we are not talking about just, I'm sorry, an ordinary person. This is a man who represents a whole constituency. So he being taken off is one way or the other. Do you get my point? So you are taking away their leader, someone who pretends over the constituency, without necessarily telling them what really is happening. And that is the worrying situation. And I tend to believe that maybe the Foreign Affairs Ministry could have done better. Or there is still more for them to do with regards to this issue.
What were you expecting them to do?
Well, one, this happened on Saturday. What has been the official communique?
Well, I haven't seen any yet.
That's the point I'm building.
Okay.
At least maybe the Foreign Affairs Ministry should communicate, should issue a statement on this arrest. By now they should know the details of why he was arrested and not for only, I mean, for us media practitioners to, what's the word, do conjecturing or think or assume that this is it based on allegations here and there. What exactly is the reason why this guy has been arrested? Why is he in custody? Okay, what do the laws say with regards to this? What is the message to the constituents or the constituents, and to a large extent Ghana? And for me, that's where I feel that the ministry has an oversight responsibility to play.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, I don't want to, as it were, make it sound as though I'm defending the ministry. I'm trying to make excuses for the ministry. But I'm sure the ministry would also want to get its facts right. You know, before they make any statements on this matter. The fact of the matter is that, I mean, the Member of Parliament is a fine young man. You know, he's working hard for his people. He makes his constituents happy. They're excited to have him as Member of Parliament. And, you know, he goes into Parliament and he even speaks Twi sometimes. Yes, just for the sake of his constituents. And I'm sure that a lot of people would love to have a Member of Parliament like him. You remember, he was actually also one of the members of Parliament who was able to push for the president to get the government to buy excess tomatoes from farmers in his constituency. You know, he's pushing for some factories to be set up and all of that. So he's really a hard-working Member of Parliament, doing so well for his constituents. Of course, he's also been in the news for some negative publicity in the past. There was an instance of some domestic violence issues reported in the UK between he and his wife. You know.
Oh, it's the same guy?
Yes. It's the same person, and all of that. So there are all of those issues coming up, but it is what it is. Would wait for the outcome of that. As it stands, everything is just an allegation. So we'll wait and see what really is the reality on the ground. But Randy, aside this particular issue, there's another issue that's popped up. I don't know if you paid attention. This week, there's been a roller coaster. You know, it's a news packed or news filled with. There's an issue that I think that we're playing or downplaying a lot in our past, sexual assaults and abuse and all of that. If you follow the tabloids this past few days, you know, instances of, you know, even child pornography and, you know, sexual assault against children and all of that. There are people who were arrested recently in the Bono region, I think in Sunyani, some in Takrady, of parents and adults taking pictures and videos, naked pictures and videos of children, you know, under 10-year-old kids, and selling them to people in Australia and in Italy and stuff like that. And I'm wondering what really is happening. You know, aside this other one also of this young man who we are told that has been dragging his victims and having, you know, affairs with them and recording and selling them on a Telegram channel. Charlie, what they go on? What is happening?
It's a lot of crazy things.
No, like what is happening? Like we're losing so many things.
I think, was it yesterday where the news stops again reported of one guy who actually committed suicide in police custody after he's been arrested for his 4-year-old. I was telling Sherry, like, what is nice about the 4-year-old?
Like, that's what I'm asking. That's what I understand. Some people I know, they like their meat big. So we know that this one we need. But what's going through your head? And you see, because of that, people have gone to social media and now they're pulling receipts of some people, some influential people, some people that a lot of people look up to, and some comments they were passing about issues of rape and sexual sexual assaults and all of that, and they're pulling back all of these receipts, and I'm sitting back and I'm like, Charlie, the internet never forgets.
It doesn't.
The internet, it never forgets. So if you're a young person and you're using social media and you think that you're just chasing clout and you think that you're just having fun, just chasing, catching clout or catching cruise, and those things, they'll pull back all of those receipts. And when those receipts are pulled, and maybe some deal you're supposed to get, maybe some contract you're supposed to sign, some investors you're supposed to get, and you lose it, and you lose respect even in the sight of people.
Yeah.
And so sometimes in our youthful exuberance, especially as young people, we ought to be extremely careful some of the things we see and some of the things we do, because you never know when those things will come back to bite. All of us are victims, but remember that the internet never forgets. Charlie, Randy, that is all I have to say.
Okay, it is what it is. Maybe let's celebrate birthdays and then we can take our first break. Now, birthdays.
Okay, so let's take time to celebrate some amazing people this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe, 14th May 2026. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. Today is a special birthday of a special someone here at Woezor. So you guys, you decide. Your salary is at stake. Will you sing or you won't sing?
Give us the tune.
Okay. When it gets there, we'll do it right.
They
Then
will
we'll sing for
Papa.
you. So let's get into our list of celebrants for today. Who are we celebrating first here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe this morning? Exports. Okay, belated happy birthday to you. This is coming from Selassie here at WoezorTV. He wishes you a blessed year. So enjoy your year. Exports. Belated happy birthday to you. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating this morning. Pastor Josiah Albin of the Impact Sequel. Happy birthday to you. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating this morning again. Okay, Princess Setre, happy birthday to you too. May your year be blessed. May your year be beautiful. May your year be amazing. And this is coming from Then happy birthday to you. Away from here, let's see who we are celebrating again. Enoch Ja, happy birthday to you. Chartered accountant Kakra, chartered taxation officer so Kakra, happy birthday to you, big man. This year for you, an amazing year. Yeah, I forgot Pastor Soka Cry. Yeah, a bit of everything. So Enoch, happy birthday to you. We celebrate you on your special day and we pray for all the good things you've always wished for. Maybe your and away from Enoch, who are we celebrating again? Jaden Aram's your Klee, it's your birthday today. Happy 15th birthday, and yes, congratulations on the completion of your basic education. This is coming from your aunts and uncles, your parents, your siblings to you. They all wish you a blessed year, a great year. So yeah, have a great one. Happy birthday to you, Jaden Aram's your Klee. Away from him, let's see who we are celebrating again today. To the ever amazing Mrs. Priscilla AJ Boateng. Happy birthday to you, woman of God. This is coming from Elder Samuel AJ Boateng to you. Yes, and the entire family. We all wish you a blessed year, a great year, an amazing year. May the Lord continue to bless you. And yes, we wish the very best that life has got to offer. May this year be one of your best years yet, and may the lines fall in pleasant places for you. We love you and we celebrate you so much, Mrs. Priscilla AJ Boateng. Happy birthday to you. And yes, a special one from Elder Samuel AJ Boateng to you. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. To Malika Lawal, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday to you. This is coming from your siblings Biggie, Faz, and Inaya, and all your aunties and uncles. They say they wish you A day filled with laughter, fun, cake, and beautiful memories. May your new age bring you happiness, good health, and endless smiles. With lots of love from your parents, your siblings, Biggie, Faz, Inaya, and all your aunties and uncles. They say, enjoy your special day. So, yeah, happy birthday to you once again, Malika Lawal. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again. Shani Abdul Rahman, happy birthday to you.
That's my kid brother.
Okay. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Rahman. The Lord bless you. It's coming from your big brother to you. So yeah, have a great one. Have a beautiful one. Have an amazing one. You want to tell him anything?
Be a good boy.
And be a good boy, okay? Happy birthday to you, Shani Abdul Rahman. Away from Rahman, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
How are we going?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Jerry Hamenu. Happy birthday to you, Jerry Hamenu.
Happy birthday to you,
Jerry Hamenu. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May God bless you now. May God bless you. May God bless you now. May God bless you. May God bless you now. May God bless you now. Beep, 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 beep.
Hooray!
Charlie, next week is what?
Oh, today is
The month is not
14.
ending.
Hi.
It's not ending anytime soon.
Today there is 14.
No, it will not be an exercise in futility.
Why?
We'll record the video and put it down.
Oh, but the journey of it, the journey is on.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? Hip, hip, hip. Bonus.
Bonus. Boss J.
Happy birthday to you, sir.
Boss J.
Happy birthday to you.
Guys, no make we plan kinky party for Boss J.
Friday. But tomorrow is Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Yes, we will fix it there.
My mind all the doom say today be
the week is ending.
Charlie. Okay, be so.
So yeah. Well, Jerry, we celebrate you so much. We appreciate you for always being there, for always being patient, for always being that kind boss to all of us. God bless you and have a great year. Guys, want to say anything to boss?
I mean, Charlie is a fantastic human being. You know, he's an amazing man, very humble, easygoing. So yeah, Charlie, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. Enjoy.
Randy, are you reflecting about what you say?
Oh, Boss J, I want to hear. Jigbezan talking now. I want to let you for na tuchi now. Nunya la mese plak bedidi. Ko banava. Yeah, imagine now. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, boys, Jerry. So yeah, I think that will be a wrap on birthdays this morning here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Please do well to keep your wishes coming into our WhatsApp number 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939. Let's share your special day and that of your loved ones. Make sure you send your wishes 3 p.m. the day before your birthday so we can work on it for you. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
we can be the generation for good.
Malaria.
Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
If you're watching this with your friends,
You'll probably make a joke.
Because you know what you feel on the inside
isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy,
Find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
Find someone you trust and tell them.
you are never alone when you share.
seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share. Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone.
It's how things get better.
For NAT. There's a story on page 8 of the Daily Graphic. 24-hour plus economy portal opens to applicants, and also government bans raw rubber export takes immediate effect, stays for 10 years. Daily Guide says Carlos Ahinkra eyes MPP national treasurer, and also easily gone businessman grabbed over intimate videos. Trust Hospital midwife arrested for child trafficking. The BNFT imported turmeric records 55.56% in lead contamination. Okay, 7 CPC staff interdicted over 4.37 million Ghana cedis audit findings. Let's move on to Daily Post. Mahama announces 300 million Star J project to end double track system by 2027. And there is a conversation hopefully tomorrow we'll have, has to do with the number of persons churned out from the junior high school, the people who searched recently for the BEC, whether or not there is enough space in the high schools for them. Over 600,000. The space we know is a little over 500,000. It's something we'll discuss hopefully tomorrow. But the Chronicle says, Anodompre to Mahama. Dumso is destroying businesses And also, Carlos I's NPP top job wants delegates to elect him as national treasurer. Ghanaian Times, double track system to end 2027. Government secures $300 million facility to upgrade 50 SHS. That's according to President Mahama. The business analyst, lands minister, engages global mining giants, markets Ghana as prime investment hub. And also 500,000 startup loan scheme for young entrepreneurs, Mahama announces. The Metro Lens says Carlos Ahinkra throws heart into NPP treasurer race. Anodom Prep petitions Mahama over Dumso Cocoa crisis, EPA recruitment concerns. The National Enquirer, MPA kickstart 24-hour operation with 268 fuel stations, 8 petroleum depots, 2 refineries. Mahama commissions PET scan center, unveils major health and education projects. SHC begins 214-unit green city project. The Daily Times, stop the government attacks. NDC guru fires at Monday, calls for discipline and restraining government communication. There you have the pictures of the two men in there. Women in leadership. Manoff becomes first municipal hub for 1 million coders program. That's their MP. And also Rita Odolesowa supports Chado drivers, pushes traffic relief measures. Showbiz weekend is almost here, and the man of the moment in the showbiz industry, TGMA ritual lateness hurting brand. Okay, and also here, let's hear it for Black Sheriff. That's on page 2 of the paper. Best picks on TGMA red carpet. You can grab a copy and see the full details on that as well. And that is it with the newspaper review segment. Now is on standby to give us the details of the stories.
Thank you so much, Randy Ahaji. Time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now let's begin at the Swedish Ghana Medical Center in Accra. In a landmark step that President John Dramani Mahama described as a bold national statement that Ghanaians should no longer have to travel abroad for advanced medical diagnosis. There's more in this report.
John Dramani Mahama has commissioned a state-of-the-art PET CT scan facility at the Swedish Ghana Medical Center, describing it as a major breakthrough in Ghana's fight against cancer and other complex diseases. The advanced imaging technology enables doctors to detect diseases earlier, monitor treatments more accurately, and improve patient outcomes. President Mahama says the facility will reduce the need for costly overseas medical referrals and position Ghana as a center for specialist healthcare services in West Africa.
For far too long, many Ghanaians requiring advanced diagnostic services of this nature have had to travel abroad, often at an enormous financial, emotional, and psychological cost to them and their families. Families have had to raise substantial sums of money for overseas medical referrals. Patients have endured delay in diagnosis and treatment because the necessary technology was unavailable locally. Today, we make a bold national statement that this facility must not only make it unnecessary for Ghanaians to seek such services abroad, but also make Ghana a hub for specialist medical services in our West African sub-region.
He also noted that the center will also be registered under the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, allowing eligible cancer patients to receive financial support for treatment.
This facility will be registered under the Mahama Care Fund as one of the recognized oncology centers for the treatment of cancer patients. And so cancer patients who come here for treatment will be covered under the Ghana Medical Trust Fund.
President Mahama has also encouraged the private sector to invest in advanced healthcare infrastructure to support government efforts to make Ghana a hub for medical tourism. Reporting for WoezorTV, Belena Anankwanta.
Still on the president, he has commissioned 2 new ambassadors to represent Ghana in Japan and Ethiopia, charging them to promote the country's economic interests and strengthen diplomatic relations abroad. The newly sworn-in envoys are Humphrey Chato Ajongbang and Macarius Abinadab Akambon. Speaking during the commissioning ceremony, President Mahama congratulated the diplomats on their appointment as ambassadors extraordinary and plenipotentiary, noting that both men are experienced career diplomats who understand the responsibilities of their offices. He said the role of ambassadors has evolved beyond diplomacy and protocol, stressing that envoys are now expected
that you might follow. The job of ambassadors has changed from just diplomacy and protocol to working in the interests, economic interests of our country abroad. And so for the 2 appointments you're taking up, especially for Japan, we have a very long-standing relationship with Japan. Next year, we're celebrating 70 years of our diplomatic relations with Japan. Aside from that, Japan has a quite strong link with Ghana in terms of the arrival of Dr. Hideo Noguchi on our shores and his death in Ghana. He died in Ghana, and so Japan takes that relationship very seriously. Apart from that, Ghana was the first country they started sending their overseas cooperation volunteers to. 50 years ago, JOCV volunteers arrived here. So it creates a special relationship. And Japan has, as a result of that relationship, been very benevolent and generous to Ghana over the years in terms of our economic relations. And so you're going to continue that tradition. We're working on several important projects, including the new bridge over the Southern Volta, which is called the Volivo Bridge, and several other projects that we have signed partnership agreements with them. And so you're going to continue to work on all these and make sure that during your period as ambassador, you are able to bring all these to fruition. With regards to Addis, Addis is virtually the capital of Africa. We come there every year at least once for the AU meeting. And you're going at a significant time. Ghana is currently the first vice chair to the Bureau. And next year, ECOWAS has nominated us unopposed as the chair for the AU when it becomes West Africa's turn. And so we're going to assume a 1-year chairmanship of the AU, and that means to complain about whether the AU is serving the purpose for which we all created it. And so you have a lot of work to do.
Now, government is set to take a major decision on constitutional review proposals as President John Dramani Mahama chairs a